I think it's kind of cool that they make themselves look so bad. Maybe we should just embrace the fact that they don't want to do it and then make that the subject.
They must be the only girls in Los Angeles who don't want to be caught on camera.
No, I Facebook some of these girls. Okay, they have naked photos and everything up. I mean, they're the biggest hypocrites if you ask me. Maybe we should make that the subject of our doc.
Show me.
Well, okay, take this girl. All right. She has live footage of herself in her bedroom, prancing around in a tiny little thong, talking to her stuffed dolls. Like, what has she got to be so bitchy about?
God knows.
She threatened to break my camera.
Well, that one was sweet and willing until her sister showed up and threw a hamburger at her.
Yeah, I caught that. Literally.
Jesus, can you imagine dating one of these girls?
No, I don't come from the right family or fraternity. No, man. Pappy may have been a focus puller for cinematographers like the late Jack Cardiff, but we aren't well off. I'm on a scholarship, and I've had to work for everything I've ever got. I've been a straight A student since I was in the first grade. Yeah, man. No, I wouldn't know what to say to one of these self-entitled brats. We've been all over. We used to travel with my dad to Romania and Jamaica and Darfur. And aside from the madness on set, we used to see what was really going down in the world. But don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm ecstatic to be at USC. I mean, this is an amazing school, and it's the best place to be in order to do what I want to do. So. Okay. I'm doing my thesis film with Michael Giamatti, which is pretty ironic because we've barely spoken to each other for the 3 years that we've been at school together. We were two of 12 people that took this great class on RKO, and we kind of started to gravitate towards one another. His aesthetic is very similar to mine. He's very savvy when it comes to the history of film, especially European film. He's not one of those guys that thinks film started with Red Dawn. I'm very serious about being a cinematographer. My father is a focus puller, which sounds very blue-collar crew, but is actually a very specialized job. I learned a lot from my dad. I'm obsessive, to say the least, and I've spent many an hour poring over all the greats from Sven Nykvist to Bob Richardson. But let's not forget that I'm shooting a documentary here, so I don't want the footage to be so beautiful that it calls attention to itself. The photography should be invisible, seamless. And that's a real art in itself. Michael is the director, and in truth, and Michael knows this, he's a bit suave, which makes it very hard for people to take him seriously. Maybe if he dressed more like a nerd, maybe. So the girls tend to like him, which helps. Except for the girls that we're trying to shoot. It's so funny. I'm so chameleon-like. I'm physically invisible to them until they see the lenses, and then they just start to freak out.